Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. How's everybody doing today? Today I am sitting in my living room, so it's kind of bright in here. I hope it doesn't bother the video too much. But I have my TV on, so just in case you hear something, and Nikki's over here laying on a couch. But today I have my vegetarian meatloaf I wanted to share with you guys. I know it's kind of a bad angle, I'm sorry. I don't usually film in here. I have some cream corn, and I have some shells. Velveeta shells and cheese. But here's a side view of the meatloaf. Maybe get a better look at it. And I will have a video either before this one or after this one about how I made the vegetarian meatloaf. So let's get started. I hope everybody's doing pretty good today. Here's some Velveeta. I know it's kind of bright. I'm sorry. I have a lot of window. Well, I don't have a lot, but they're big windows in my living room. My vegetarian meatloaf turned out really good. I really liked it. I'll show you a piece up close. Doesn't that look really good? It's so good. Wish I could block that sun a little bit. Looks like you can see the food pretty good. So that's my first time making the vegetarian meatloaf. My mom usually makes it, and I usually steal some of hers and bring it home. Turned out really good. And these Velveeta shells and cheese, man, and they're like really good mac and cheese. Give me a minute. I'm gonna try to fix that window, make it a little less bright in here. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. I think it's a little bit better. Nikki didn't want me to shut it all the way. She's laying in the window. She looks out the window. It's so funny. I had a dream the other day that I sent my son out to buy something. When he come back, I'm like, you drove and you don't even have a driver's license? Now, get a part-time job. As long as it doesn't interfere with his schoolwork, get a part-time job and make some money and show me that he's going to be responsible. Then I'll let him get his driver's license. He has his permit, but so he's filled out a few applications. We'll see how that works out. So hope you guys can hear me okay. I think all this weather is kind of getting to everybody. If anybody gets a chance to make this meatloaf, make it. It is so good. It's very hard for me to find the Loma Linda or the Worthingtons. Sometimes I find it in stores, and sometimes I gotta look at like travel to bigger cities and find it. So, but it's well worth it. This is my living room coffee table, and it lifts up and down. So I have it lifted up. I think it goes up a little high. No, that's as high as it goes, but it lifts up and down. So I like it that it does that. If you want to sit here and write or work, you can do that too, and it's right there in front of you. So it's getting really close to Valentine's Day, and I did get my frog from my husband, which you guys saw. So I bought him something, and I am going to insert a picture because I can't bring it in here, it's too big. But it's really nice, and I got it in his favorite color, blue, and it has all the bells and whistles, and also Wi-Fi and everything, so it's really nice, and I think he likes it. I don't know, he didn't say too much about it, but I'm going to insert a picture of it right now. There you go. How'd you guys like that? I hope you guys were thinking I got him a car, but nope, got him a washer. No, actually, it's a washer that we needed. Our washer broke down, and we had to get one. So we went out and looked at quite a few places. We looked at Sears, looked at Home Depot, and looked at Lowe's. And in case some people don't know what those are, they're kind of like Lowe's and Home Depot sells all kind of appliances and lumbers and stuff like that. We had one in mind that we wanted, but this one was actually so pretty. It's weird. Who wants a pretty washer? It goes in the laundry room. You don't really look at it, but it's a Samsung, and it is Wi-Fi. You can connect it to your phone, and it has all the buttons there. It's funny, when we first got it to the house, we couldn't figure out how to work it. we had to actually read the manual. We're joking that you need a college education for it. And it does basically everything, and also you could like delay the wash, set a time to delay it for later, which we do often because of work. Put everything in there and then set a time. But one thing I really liked is if you look at the picture on the door, there's a little chute that you could open up and you could add wash if you forgot something. So I kind of like that, because I don't know how many times I've put stuff in there and maybe dropped something. There it's laying and the washer started and I can't get it in there. I only worry because of all the little computerized things on there that you have problems with it, but I hope not. And I think we got a really good deal on it. The actual washer regular price is over $1,000, and it was on sale for $6.99. And then when we went there, they didn't have too many washers in the box. They just had the ones on the floor and a few in a box, but we didn't really like them. I mean, they cost almost all just as much, but we wanted to get what we kind of liked, so we had asked the ladies if somehow it could be wrapped up so it doesn't get scratched, and she said yeah. And as they were putting the wrap on, they scratched it right on the front, on the door. So they ended up giving 10% off for that. And then we got another discount of 10% for, it was for military. You get a 10% off, so we got another 10% off So we bought the washer and we bought the new hoses for it, and it only came to $6.22, which I think is really good, a really good deal, with all the discounts and stuff like that. We really, I think, got a very good deal. Nikki just laid down here below my feet. Yes, what you doing? Come. She loves the vegetarian meatloaf, but I can't give her any because I forgot it had onions in it. I gave her a bite and I thought, oh no, it has onions in it. Because she's not, well, dogs aren't supposed to have onions. So, there goes my down payment for my cruise. Every time I turn around, it looks like something's going on that I'm not going to be able to go on my cruise. So, I don't know. I still hadn't even picked one. So, I don't know if that's going to happen this year or not. I guess if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, right? I mean, I'd like to do it. I love them. So, does anybody else have that washer? It had actually good ratings on it. I think it was 5-star. And it was so hard to get it here. They deliver the place that we bought it at, but they wouldn't deliver till the next day. And we hadn't had our washer had broke down a couple days before. And my husband just wanted to get it that day. So we, my dad has a big vehicle. So he brought it there and we got it in there. But that thing was so heavy. It took so many people to lift it. When we looked at it, it weighed 224 pounds. And it's like we had the hardest time getting it in and out. And access to our laundry room, we have it to where obviously there's access from the house to the laundry room, but from the outside, you have to go first through the screen porch door. Then you have to go through, we have a utility room, which is the door. Then you have to go through another door to go to the laundry room. So to get that thing through all the doors, it was crazy too, because it's pretty big. But it's done. And it plays the music at the beginning, not music, but musical notes, I guess you'd say. It's so funny, because yesterday I was sitting there and I heard this noise. I'm like, is that the ice cream man? Because the ice cream man comes around here. We live in Florida even now this time of year. I mean, even though it's cool today, but if it's a nice day, the ice cream man will come around. And I'm hearing this music and I'm asking my son, is that the ice cream man? Because it was a little cool. And I'm thinking, I'm surprised he's coming around. And I'm listening. Here it's the washer playing. The musical stops. It's so funny. But we do get the ice cream man. He comes all summer. And he comes even through the winter time if it's nice weather. So, you see all the kids rushing out there to meet the ice cream man. But sometimes he goes too fast. Can't even catch it by the time you get your money and get out there. It's like, remember when my kids were little, I mean, ever since I lived here, we've had the ice cream man. But when they were little, we'd go get ice cream. By the time I get the money out of my wallet and we'd go out there, he'd be down the road. I don't know how he did any business. I love doing the live feeds with you guys. It's so much fun. It really is. Sometimes it acts up. I don't know much about it. I just have it set up to where I push the button, but that doesn't always work. So I don't know what to do then, but hopefully it worked. It's so funny, it worked just fine. Then I purchased, it was free at first, so I made the purchase to get extra bells and whistles, and then it didn't work right after that time. I have frogs sitting on this table all the time. This frog sits here on this table. And then this frog sits here all the time on this table. And then this big one, I'm not going to pick him up. I'm afraid I'll break him, but I'll slide him over here real quick. He sits here all the time, too. He's always sitting on this table. I got him at Busch Gardens. RVA. No, I got it here in Florida, but I'm just the guy that sent me the Busch Gardens stuff from in Virginia. It was so nice of him. I was just teasing about that, but that's where I got that from. I was trying to see if it said anything, but it is so heavy you could really hurt somebody with it. Huh. Son of a gun. I just noticed he has a crack on his tongue. Huh. I wonder if somebody broke it and glued that sucker back together and didn't tell me. Huh. I just noticed that. He has a crack. Oh, man. I bet you that was my husband. Because he knows I love that frog. And he's probably too scared to tell me. Probably afraid I'd hit him over the head with a frog. Isn't that funny? It's either him or my son, but I would say my husband because it looks like it was glued and neatly put back together. My son, the tongue will probably be upside down or something like that. Huh, okay. Okay. I can't believe that they didn't tell, that somebody didn't tell me they broke my frog. Couldn't be for whoever did it. I didn't notice it till just now. I mean, I wipe it down and stuff like that, but I try not to pick it up because it's so heavy. And I'm afraid I'm going to break it. I can guarantee it was my husband. It's too neat of a repair job. You guys seen in the live feed how good he is with his surgeries. It's okay. In the driveway, our cars are parked side by side. And one time we were getting in my car and I opened the door and I hit his car. I didn't want to tell him. And I sat there thinking, do I tell him or do I tell him? Maybe he'll think somebody else did it. And I thought for a long time, but I told him. But he didn't tell me about that, and I know that was him. But yeah, I opened the door and I hit it, and I'm surprised he didn't realize I did it. Because he was getting in the driver's side of my car. I was getting a passenger. He always drives when we're together. I tell him he's my chauffeur. But, yeah. When you're married, you hide little secrets like that. But I did tell him. Just like the other day, I was so mad. I was looking at a website, and because I was trying to see, it was actually for a bank website, and I was trying to check out some of these stuff with interest and stuff like that. And I go to click on it, and I was on the website, but I wasn't on the website. I was on the page that brings up all the websites, like when you go through Safari or Bing, I Googled it. All the stuff came up and it looked legitimate, and I clicked on it, and all this stuff flashed all over the computer, all kinds of crazy stuff. And then it said, you had a virus. So I stopped and did nothing else because I thought, oh man, I'm going to be in trouble for this. So my husband was taking a nap because he had to go to work in a little bit. And he got up and I said, man, you're going to be so mad at me. And he's like, why? I said, well, I was just looking for such and such. And I told him what I just told you. And I said, and all this stuff just popped up. I said, I was just trying to find out some information on some interest and stuff like that. and he looked at it, and actually we have Norton and stuff like that. It protected it pretty well, but yeah, it looked like 10 things hit it because he had just got done. He cleans the computer every week and does all the virus scans probably several times a week, knowing him. But on Sunday's the main day he does it. And there you go. All this stuff popped up there, but it didn't get any further, I guess, because of Norton. Thank goodness. Because that shows you how fast it could happen just by accidentally clicking on something. Well, guys, that was delicious. I hope you enjoyed the video of me making the meatloaf also. It's kind of cut up a little bit because if I'm doing something, the phone rings or this happens or that happens. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day or wonderful evening depending on where you are. I'm sorry about the lighting. I hope it's not too bad, but I'm going to post the video no matter what. But I was just trying to be a little different and sitting here. So I guess I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.